Hi, everybody, and welcome to the show. My name is Mina Rickey,
And I'm Lidiya Korshak.
and today we interview Indar Langer. He is from Hawaii. We met him at one of the Millionaire Mindset Masterminds conference in Hawaii. It was really great to hear him on stage. He was sharing information and how he does the short-term rentals, and he's got the whole business, and how he went from helping his dad to going to school to starting his own business to growing his business. It's a very interesting journey.
From hippie to multimillionaire real estate investor. That's what he said. He said that he was a hippie before.
That's what he said. And in Hawaii, when you're walking around, you do get that vibe. It's just people are so laid back. And that's one of the things that people from the mainland have a little bit of a hard time going into Hawaii for business because everything is in Hawaii time. It's like, what is the rush? We'll get there when we get there. What's
True.
going on? But he has managed to actually be successful also on the mainland, which it's also kind of interesting because he's in Hawaii administering things in mainland. I thought that was
It
interesting.
was.
Yeah,
It was.
he was kind of sick. He was kind of fighting a cold, so he wasn't on his best behavior, I thought.
Yes, definitely. Well, I'm fighting off something as well, Mina. So I totally understand where he's coming from.
This is August 2023, and we'll see what it is. Maybe it's a new COVID trend. Who knows? The thing is, he had a lot more energy when we saw him live,
Yes.
but he still was able to capture the ideas and still convey them to our audience, which was great. One of the things that I thought it was, maybe it's just me, but maybe it's just a limiting belief also that I noticed on him, is that he says, I started with a VA, which is a topic on its own because, you have to train them on and really guide them on what you want them to do. And then he says, then I had another person kind of join me and help me with things I didn't do very well, which is also a natural progression of the growth. But then he said something that caught my interest, and he said, 5 or 6 people in the office. That's all you need. You don't need hundreds of people, 5 or 6. But then I thought, what if you have 100 times the real estate that you have right now?
True.
Do you need 100 more team players? And it just caught my attention. It's like, yeah, 5 or 6 right now at this level, but what about the next level? Were we not thinking ahead of time? So I found that interesting.
Yeah, I think he broke it down pretty good. So 5 or 6 assistants in the office with the volume that he's doing. He mentioned that he was doing 30 flips. 30 flips,
A month,
it's a month.
I
No, I think
thought.
it's a year.
Oh,
I think it's a year. You know, that should be sufficient with a help. Yes. But if you do a lot more than that and much many more transactions and much many more, you need a lot more help because I can speak from myself because I did last year over 110 transactions, and let me tell you something, 5 or 6 is not enough. I can speak to that. So definitely. And one thing that impressed me about Indar is he's very giving. Did you notice he's like, if you're in the office and 40 hours a week, you need to like each other that you work and you need to give everybody. There is abundance everywhere. And I'm a huge believer that giving you abundance. If you have abundance, why not share for others to have? And that's actually main reason why I started this podcast, to share with others everything that I come in contact and everything that I know. And I'm sure, Mina, you're the same way too, right?
yeah. The big challenge for me, if I may speak about this for just a second here, is that you don't need to have 500,000 in the bank or 100,000 in the bank, 50,000 or $3 million or $500 million to feel abundant. You can feel abundant right where you are
Correct.
in life. And to feel abundant right where you are and taking responsibility for sharing, even if you just have $1, you can still share 10 cents or 20 cents or 30 cents. Because this is the deal. When you get 100,000, will you still share $1,000? or 10,000? When you have a million, will you still share 100,000? So practicing giving starts right where you are. Don't wait to have extra. Don't wait to make more. Just right where you are, practice giving. That way, when you get to that level or to a higher level, you continue to flow that wealth through you into the community.
Mina, I had an interesting experience the other day. I was showing properties to a family with 2 kids, and we had 10 to see. After viewing about half, the family was getting pretty hungry and they really just wanted to continue the other day.
So, what did you do?
I went to my car and pulled out a bag of delicious Rickey jerky. They loved it so much that we're able to continue our day without any issues. All the ingredients are 100% natural, plus every strip is seasoned, marinated, and smoked by hand to give you the best experience and slap you back into the gear. But I need to buy some more.
Oh, just head over to rickysjerky.com and use the discount code, the code REI, for 15% off your first order.
So whether you're a busy real estate agent or just looking for mouth-watering snack on the go, Rickey Jerky got you covered. That's right. You know, when you talk about giving, Mina, one book comes into my mind, Go Giver.
If you guys haven't read that book, I really recommend it. It's probably, if you buy it in audiobook, it's probably 2.5 hour read. So a couple of drives to work or something will do it. And it's so inspiring because you can, through a story, you can see the potential of a little bit of help to somebody, how much it can impact the rest of the community, the rest of the world.
That's right. Sharing is caring. That's what I say.
That's a great one. Anyways, I hope that you like his interview. I hope you can get a couple of good thoughts about the way he does things. I was thinking while we were talking to him, I was thinking, once we read the bio and all these houses, all these properties, remember everything starts with one. He even said it, start with one. And then I remember Lydia pushing him a little bit. But what if you don't want to do it yourself? Do I still start with one? And he's like, yeah, just start with one. And I love that because there is simplicity and there is elegance because that gets you going. I mean, you mean I don't have to start with 10 or 20? Like all these gurus, I can just start with one? Okay, I can do that. Even I was thinking, man, anybody can do that. Why not?
That's very doable. Totally agree with you. So we're definitely are on a path to obtain more knowledge and starting with one, what is it? One property, one phone call, one investment, something one, right? Even one habit. And I'm a huge believer that if you do one thing, it will be compounded interest. It will compound into bigger and greater. So I challenge everyone who's listening, what is that one thing that you need to do and start with, and that you're thinking about it? Just go and do it. Don't wait. Tomorrow might not come. You have today. Tomorrow's past. Don't think about what done in past. Just go on and do whatever you need to do and continue listening to us because we're burning more different varieties with investments and different interviewers. And if you want to hear anything else who we can bring to interview, let us know.
Absolutely. And the idea of this podcast really is to stretch our minds with the conversation of investments and how can I break free of the chains of my job. If you love your job, continue to do it, but don't do it because you have to make money. That is a hard life to live. Rather have your money and then go do your job because you're good at it, because you enjoy it, because you bring some kind of benefit to yourself, to your family, to the people around you, to your community, to your world. Really, I know it sounds kind of foo-foo things, but it's true.
I totally agree with you. I'm a huge believer that I only do what I like. If I don't like something, I change it. And Mina knows that about me.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes.
I know better.
Yeah.
I know better than trying to convince you about something. It's just
That's
like, all
right.
right, she doesn't like that one.
Yeah.
Move on. Next.
Yep, yep. Well, thank you for listening and be blessed and hear you next time.
God bless you guys.
God
See you
bless you.
next
Bye bye.
time. Bye bye.